Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. I think I need to start lifting weights and working out again to get in shape for Descendants. Disney's never going to take me serious unless I don't pack on a bit of muscle. What do you guys think? Do you think I should start working out and get in shape for Descendants? I would love to have the role of Red's love interest in the Descendants franchise and really light things up and make things more unpredictable than they are. I think it's time for Red to have a love interest. I think it's time for Ruby Rose Turner to see her return to Descendants and find a love interest, perhaps in that of a Jonathan Clarke. But I need to start working out, I think, to get in shape to be able to do these stunts and be in these action scenes. What do you guys think? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button a couple of times so we can make this happen. And if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, I think you're going to have a whole lot of fun here. I think you're really going to like it here because I have a whole lot of fun creating these videos for each and every one of you. I really do love the Descendants franchise with all of my heart. It was a franchise that really saved my life and helped me make sense of everything in my life when I was going through a very difficult time. You guys became my light out of the darkness, and you showed me the way out of darkness every single time. And without you guys, I don't know where I would be. So thank you so much for never giving up on this YouTube channel, never quitting on me, and trusting in me as the voice of Descendants and Zombies, which for some unknown reason, you guys have made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies. It's become very apparent to me that there's just something about my voice tying into the Descendants franchise, which makes a whole lot of sense. And, I love it. I really do love being a part of this, and I just want to be a part of this for forever, and I just want to see Descendants achieve the heights of greatness, because it really is a legendary franchise that Disney has created. It is so special and very unique, and I think that more people should fall in love with the Descendants franchise, and I hope that by the time we see Descendants 5 released in summer of 2026, more people are going to have fallen in love with the Descendants franchise. I have so many stories about Descendants over the years, but one of the greatest stories of all was how I fell into this niche, and you guys saved my life. When I fell into a lot of niches on YouTube. I created a lot of YouTube channels, and I was the host of a lot of shows on YouTube. But this is my greatest memory of all. This is my fondest memory of all. My fondest chance to create for each and every one of you. And I've been a YouTube creator for a very long time. I've been on YouTube for what feels like forever. But you guys have never ceased to amaze me. You are incredibly supportive, and you love me dearly, and I love you in return. Thank you so much for never having quit on me. You may remember me for being a huge fan of Ruby Rose Turner, and I am the biggest Ruby Rose Turner fan in the world. I've been a fan of Ruby for about, 15 years. And I think that Ruby was incredibly kind. That was the thing about Ruby Rose Turner that really captivated me every single time that I had a chance of watching her, was that she was just incredibly kind. I don't think there ever was another star of the Descendants franchise who was as kind as what Ruby was, and I think Ruby is someone that we can all learn from and take something away from, something very valuable. And that is kindness, because there are never enough kind people seen in this world, or at least from where I choose to look at it. I know kind people exist in this world, and I know somebody out there watching this video is incredibly kind, and they are going to hit the subscribe button because you guys are incredibly kind. You are incredibly sweet. The one thing about the Descendants franchise that I very quickly realized is that they will love you for forever. They don't care about what you're going through. They don't care about who you are or what you've done in your past. They will love you for forever. And the eternal love that you guys have shown this YouTube channel, I am forever grateful for. Because I could be commentating for a lot of niches that really make no sense to me whatsoever. And that's the whole purpose behind this YouTube channel, is to commentate on a niche that deserves good commentaries and good points of view. Because for far long enough now, you guys have heard nothing but negative reviews about both Descendants and Zombies, especially Descendants, because people spend up to 45 minutes on their podcast critiquing this where they have no business critiquing it. And what I've wanted to do is I wanted to create something special for you for far long enough now. So when I moved into this house, what I wanted to do was relaunch my YouTube channel in a way that it would get thousands of subscribers, thousands of views. And I've been able to do it because of each and every one of you finding these videos. For the life of me, I don't know how you're finding these videos, but I am putting up hundreds of subscribers, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. Without you, I don't know where I would be, but I do know because of each and every one of you, I will go down in history for being one of the most revered legends and one of the greatest of all time to ever commentate on the Descendants franchise. For me, it goes all the way back to 2015 when I got to look at the cast of the Descendants, the original cast, for the very first time. A cast comprised of Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Cameron Boyce, Boo Boo Stewart, who did a fabulous job bringing the Descendants franchise to life. Now, it will be argued, if not for the success of the original trilogy, that the whole Descendants franchise would have pretty much faded off into obscurity. They said that about High School Musical years ago, but now I think Descendants is really the main focus of a generation now that will never ever die. I think Descendants is the first of its kind that will never ever fade off into obscurity and will always be remembered for the profound impact that it had on all of our lives as we approach the 10th anniversary of Descendants. And just to let you guys know what's up, on this YouTube channel, I will be doing a commemorative video to commemorate and celebrate the 10th anniversary of Descendants, where I will focus on the original trilogy, The Rise of Red, and its success in the upcoming Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland. That will drop at the end of the month. That's July 31st. And I'm inviting you to be a part of that. That's going to be a fun video for everybody who ever said they were a fan of Descendants. And I know there are a lot of fans of the original Descendants trilogy, and that's why you're subscribed to this YouTube channel. A lot of fans of Dove Cameron, who I was very fond of. A lot of fans of Sophia Carson, who I was also very fond of. And I'm going to have a whole lot of fun talking about the original Descendants trilogy the way it was meant to be discussed, because there are a lot of people who will celebrate the 10th anniversary of Descendants, perhaps by reviewing the movie or critiquing it all over again, but I want to do it the right way, in a way it's been deserved to have been criticized for a very long time. Because if you're going to provide us with constructive criticism, at least provide us with constructive criticism that makes a whole lot of sense. For me, of this new franchise, I think it's kind of out with the old and in with the new. I really love this new franchise. I very quickly fell in love with this franchise. I gave it my fair share of criticism when I first saw it, but it didn't take me very long to fall head over heels in love with it because of Ruby Rose Turner and her message of kindness, Red for her message of being fearless and not being afraid of anything or not really caring what anybody thought of her. I thought Kylie Cantrell did a very powerful representation of what the young Queen of Hearts' daughter Red was supposed to have been like, or meant to have been like, and that song Red that opened up the Rise of Red movie really put into perspective what Red's character was really going to be about. She was going to be something far different from what her mother aspired her to be and wanted her to be. She just wanted to spread her own message of kindness, and I think that's what the Descendants franchise as a whole has really been all about, is just spreading a message of kindness and, doing for others what you want them to do for you. Now, I know in real life that doesn't really happen. You do all you can for somebody to be kind. They don't return that same amount of kindness to you. You probably are going through a situation right now in your own life where you feel as if you're not getting enough kindness from the person that you are showing kindness to. I know, God knows I've been through that ever since I was in high school. I was showing people kindness. I would ask a girl out on a date, for example, and they would turn me down every single time. I would never have a date to the prom. I would never have a date to a high school dance. But it never held me back from achieving my dreams of being a journalist. I went to school, got my degree in journalism, and I'm sitting home here tonight with 3,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel that I love dearly. And I want each and every one of you to know that I love you with all of my heart, because without you guys, this YouTube channel would not be here. It would not be in the position that it is right now of becoming the greatest Descendants and Zombies themed YouTube channel on the internet. It really is. And I know because of each and every one of you, I will go down in history for having been one of the greatest reviewers of Descendants and Zombies and one of the best to have ever done it. One of my favorite Descendants movies was Descendants 2 for the music. Descendants Rotten to the Core was a song that introduced us to the franchise, let us know what it was going to be all about. And then by Descendants 2, we had great songs like Shown Like a Villain, Space Between, so many wonderful songs that were very upbeat, very different from the original Descendants trilogy. And here's the thing. Descendants had a lot of great music in 2015. Rotten to the Core was a fabulous song. But every other song, with probably the exception of If Only, for instance, was, pretty lackluster. And the Descendants 2 had such great music, and it really captivated me and kept me interested in Descendants 2 from the very beginning up until the conclusion of the movie when it reached its climax, which was a very unpredictable climax with that. I think a lot of people expected Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson's characters, Mal and Evie, to get together. I know a lot of people are expecting that Red and Chloe will get together by the time we get to Descendants 5 and the Kingdom Cup games find a way into the franchise. But I don't know about that. People have been asking me that in the comments for forever. Do I think that Red and Chloe will get together? I'm really skeptical on it. But then again, when I sit back and think about it and put it into perspective, I don't think there is anything Disney will not try. So I think this is probably perhaps one of the most unpredictable franchises of all time. And if you were to ask me, do I really think we have seen the last of Ruby Rose Turner's character? I certainly hope not. And I say this because Ruby was incredibly kind. Ruby inspired me to be a better person, and I like to believe that I became a better person because of Ruby. Ruby taught me the meaning of kindness. Each and every one of you taught me the meaning of kindness and how much further being kinder to people will get you in life. And I want you to know that if not for each and every one of you, I don't know where I would be tonight. I certainly wouldn't be sitting behind a podcast microphone or in front of a podcast microphone recording my thoughts on Descendants and Zombies. I love being here every single night. I've devoted my life to Descendants and Zombies. This is a niche that I fell into, and I'm very grateful that I fell into it and I fell in love with the franchise for its very powerful message, how it encouraged people to be stronger, and I certainly hope that it's still continuing to encourage you to become stronger. If you have a dream of, say, joining the cheerleading squad, joining cross country, joining the gym, I think you should go for it, because you only have one chance in life to make every moment count. And really, the thing about life is we don't know how much time we have left. You talk about Cameron Boyce and the unbelievable tributes that people were giving him following his passing. And every year we commemorate his passing with an anniversary special on this YouTube channel. Everybody remembers Cameron Boyce in their own way. But it just really puts into perspective what I'm saying to be true about how we don't know how much time we have from the moment our life begins, from the moment we're born. Life is really short, and we have to make every moment count. That's why after I've received an incredible amount of loss in my own life, I lost both my parents when I was 19 years old, which I commented on for one of the Cameron Boyce tribute videos I recently archived on this YouTube channel. I want you guys to know, no matter what happens, I love you dearly, because without you, this YouTube channel would not have become the success that it did, and each and every one of you would never have had a special place in my heart like you have now. I want you to know that you will never leave my heart. If you're somebody new here on this YouTube channel, I really think you're going to love it here, because I really do believe in magic. I really do believe in somebody finding their true love, and I really do believe that happily ever after and fairy tales do exist. And I know that's very different for you to hear from a guy. I know it's really different to find a guy on YouTube talking about Descendants as much as what he has, but I've seen a lot of people really criticize Descendants in a way that it was never meant to be criticized. I've seen people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner and even Dove Cameron reduced to tears, crying about their past, crying about their choices, crying about how people have different points of view when it comes to their political point of view, more recently with Kylie Cantrell. I want you guys to know that I'm seriously thinking about running for President of the United States and making Disney Plus mandatory in all homes across America, because I think that you guys have deserved a president that you can be proud of for a very long time, more especially Kylie Cantrell, because she's crying herself to sleep after she announced to the world on TikTok, on a TikTok live video, that she's not a Donald Trump supporter. That breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that Ruby Rose Turner wanted roles in Hollywood that she was turned down for, because she's an incredible actress. She's somebody that I can only wish to be half the person that she is, or just as good as what Ruby is. She inspired me to want to work out again. So if you guys think that I should work out again and join the gym to get in shape for Descendants, hit the like button on this video. And if I get 5 or 6 likes on this video, I will work out every night, I promise you. Because I got to get in shape for Descendants to be a part of these action scenes and to kick a whole lot of ass. I used to work out a lot when I was a teenager, but I gave it up after so much got in the way in my own life, and then I saw these girls being a part of the Descendants franchise going through the most unbelievable workout regimens, and I wanted to try it for a very long time. So if you guys think I should pack on a bit of muscle and get in shape for the Descendants franchise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it if you would support me. I love having you here. I really do. Because it gives me an opportunity to tell you what I went through in my lifetime, what I may have went through in my day, what I experienced, and I have a whole lot of fun putting these commentaries together for you. I never write anything before I record a video. I just speak from my heart because I think it's the most powerful way to introduce yourself to your audience. And the way it goes, it's really 2 ways. Either your audience is going to accept you, or they're not going to accept you. And if they love you, they're going to let you know about it. And if they don't love you, they're also going to let you know about it. But I think this podcast is one of the best to ever talk about Descendants and Zombies in a way that it was meant to be talked about. Because a lot of these podcasts that critique Descendants for as long as what they do really make no sense. I don't think they know the first thing about Descendants. I don't even know if they've even watched a full Descendants movie or a chapter of Descendants from the original trilogy or the new spin-off, The Rise of Red, which was absolutely fabulous. The music was great. It really felt like a musical. It really felt like a Wicked production. Now, I know one of the choreographers of Wicked, one of the creators of it, was a part of the Descendants franchise. And it really did wonders. Kenny Ortega had his own twist on Descendants, but I think that Jennifer Fang and the whole production team for Descendants: The Rise of Red won all the awards and got all the nominations because of the fabulous work that everybody did on this. The choreographer of Wicked, Jennifer Fang herself, and the cast did an absolutely fabulous job. It didn't take me very long to fall in love with this new cast. I've watched Kylie Cantrell all of my life. I've watched Ruby Rose Turner. I've been her biggest fan all of my life for the last decade. And who would have ever thought at 9 years old when they were watching the Descendants franchise, how cool is it now that people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner can say they were a part of a franchise that once inspired them. So now they are inspiring people. There go the cops. I hope there's not a zombie breakout happening on my street. This street has a reputation of having a zombie breakout every 2 or 3 nights. So hopefully if you hear the sirens, just know I know how to handle a zombie apocalypse. I'm very well versed in that kind of thing. I've been slaying vampires and zombies for all of my life. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you're talking about getting back in shape. I am talking about getting back in shape. I really am. If you guys hit the like button, that may happen. And I may get in shape for Descendants, because I know that the workout regimens of Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner are absolutely fabulous. And they've had to be in shape for Descendants, and they really did it. You never ever thought they would be able to do that, but when you're lifting weights heavier than what you are at the age of 19, 20 years old, that is a true testament of how bad you really want something out of life. And I think that is an example they were trying to set for each and every one of us, and they definitely inspired a lot of people. God knows. Descendants has inspired me for the message of kindness. The message about power is actually attainable, but you have to use power the right way. Never ever take it for granted. And I say that because there are a lot of unkind people that are very devious in this world. You probably had a friend that sometimes you feel as if betrayed you, you never saw eye to eye with. But on the other side of the spectrum, you have a lot of friends that have stuck with you throughout your whole life. And the way I've always chosen to look at that is, if you have 2 or 3 really good friends that have stuck with you your entire life, then those 2 or 3 really good friends are all you've ever really needed. They are all you've ever really needed. And if you can have those 2 or 3 good friends for the rest of your life, then you've really had a gift bestowed upon you, and something that you should never ever take for granted. The same thing can be said about a relationship. If a guy can't really see for what you're worth, simply put, you are wasting your time. And as the sun shines in through my window, as you see it off the posters there, I want you to know that you need to remove yourself from the situation. Kylie Cantrell had a friend who dated a guy who had 1 poster on his wall and a mattress on his floor. And that really breaks my heart. That story has never left my mind. So I kind of went up to him and got 4 posters, a mini fridge next to me with snacks when I recorded videos, and every PlayStation 5 video game in existence and a PS5 console, which I wish Ruby was here every night to play Fortnite with me on. Ruby, I hope you see these videos, because you are absolutely fabulous. I've loved you all of my life, and I want you to know that you will forever hold a special place in my heart, no matter what anybody thinks of you, because I know Ruby has seen her fair share of criticism too, for Orange is the New Black, Descendants: The Rise of Red, Coop and Cammy Ask the World, which was a show that only lasted 2 seasons. But Ruby will forever hold a special place in my heart, and so will Kylie Cantrell. On the night of my inauguration as President of the United States, I want each and every one of you to know that I'm going to have Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell perform on the night of my inauguration, after I present Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell with the biggest bouquet of flowers that a president could ever present anybody with, because I know that they've gone through a lot, and yes, everybody will get Disney Plus free from the President of the United States. The Jonathan Clarke campaign had better get used to addressing the nation every night after 8 p.m. on YouTube, because the Jonathan Clarke regime and the Jonathan Clarke campaign is moving in to the White House. And yes, there is something that can be done about it, Kylie. Come to think of it, I would love to be in a nightclub and vertical suplex Kylie's man after she points him out to me with Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell, because of my background with pro wrestling. I've been on the radio for a very long time, either the radio or YouTube, and this is the most fun that I've ever had in my entire life, being able to critique Descendants and Zombies for you in a way that it was meant to be critiqued for a very long time, because I just mentioned how a lot of people were recording videos on YouTube that has really made no sense to me for a very long time, up to 45 minutes eating hot dogs and chili dogs and shoving them the full length of their face while they're recording videos about reactions about the Descendants franchise, either the original franchise or the new franchise. And what got it all started for me was when I saw how Dove Cameron was being treated by Ryan McCartan. Ryan McCartan treated her so unfairly. Kylie Cantrell's boyfriend treated her so unfairly, and they didn't deserve it. They deserved anything better than the way they were being treated. And to have it publicized the way it was by the media was absolutely ridiculous. There go the cops down the road again. I guess there is a zombie apocalypse, so if I do have to bolt, I do apologize. Zombie apocalypses tend to be very frequent on this street as the sun begins to set. Come to think of it, I got to go out on the graveyard shift later on tonight, and I have nothing prepared for it. No steak sharpened, no lunches packed, so I've got to bolt really soon. But yeah, the song Life is Sweeter When You Are was a song that was stuck in my head for forever. It has been stuck in my head for over a year. I hope they make a remix of it by Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland. It's going to be very different being sung without Ruby's voice on it, though, because there was just something that was so incredibly satisfying about Ruby's voice. I can't seem to ever get enough of Ruby Rose Turner's voice, which gives me even more reason to get in shape and start pumping the iron, because I need to get in shape for Descendants, because I really do. I need to start working out to get in shape for Descendants. So if you guys would hit the subscribe button and let me know that I need to get in shape for Descendants, or hit the like button a couple of times, I would really appreciate that, because that will give me incentive to actually do it. And I mean it. I will actually do it. And I will get the role of the Prince Charming in Descendants, and it will be the funniest Descendants movie that you will ever see in your life, in all honesty. I have a lot of respect for this cast, which is a lot more than you probably heard from anybody on YouTube who has critiqued Descendants. I think they do it just because they love saying negative things about things that they know people love. I've seen so many AI trailers that have been recently created for both Zombies and Descendants. You know, within 24 hours of Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires premiere, people were already uploading teaser trailers for Zombies 5, and the speculation about mermaids being involved in the franchise now are circulating all throughout YouTube. I don't know if we should buy into that. We know it's going to be some kind of sea creature going to be involved, and it doesn't necessarily imply that there's going to be mermaids, and Milo Manheim teasing it with a Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires teaser video dropped on YouTube prior to the release of Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires. But I really hate how people, put these videos together about Descendants and Zombies on YouTube, and they take their glasses off, and they're looking at paper, and they're like this. This is supposed to happen, that is supposed to happen. And you guys are saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you look really nice with the glasses on. I know. I thought about getting contacts, but I don't know. Got to check my insurance. But yeah, Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires with mermaids. I think there is a possibility for that. There's a possibility for seeing everything with Zombies and Descendants, because one should never buy into how we're running out of supernatural creatures for the Zombies franchise to talk about, and for another chapter to be written and produced for Zombies, because I think anything is really possible. Because if there was one thing these two franchises taught us, with the introduction of Malachi Burton and Freya Skye as the new Zombies franchise and having the torch passed to them, which was discussed on D23.com, is that dreams do come true. And I've never ever wanted to take that away from anybody. I've never ever wanted to take the chances of dreams coming true from anybody, which is why you guys have got to hit the like button. Let me know that I've got to get in shape for Zombies and Descendants, because I've got to kick a whole lot of ass, in all honesty. So with that having been said, what do you say we take a look at this latest Descendants video? I think I found another Ruby Rose Turner video, because this is a Ruby Rose Turner video, implying to you that life is sweeter when all of you are, because life really is sweeter when all of you are, because you don't know how much kindness goes and just how far kindness goes, in all honesty. Kindness goes a long way, and there are a lot of people out there that want to just see a little bit of kindness shown to them, and all I've ever wanted to do on this YouTube channel was spread a message of kindness. And I like to believe that I did that through the powerful messages of Descendants and Zombies. Thank you guys, honestly, for never ever quitting on me and always just being here. Your kindness is something that I will never ever forget. Absolutely unbelievable and unparalleled to anything that I've ever experienced in my life. With that being said, thank you so much. What do you say we watch this Descendants video together? Don't forget to hit my subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know that I got to go pump the iron and get in shape for Descendants and Zombies. And let's watch this video together. And what do you say we have a whole lot of fun doing it? Thank you so much for watching this video.
What is the one Disney character, other than your own, if you could play, who would you play?
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Rapunzel. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have got to get me into the Descendants franchise so I can fall in love with Ruby Rose Turner and be her love interest. Seriously, I would love to be a part of the Descendants franchise. God knows it would be the funniest Descendants movie that you would ever see in your life. But in order for that to happen, you guys have got to hit the like button, and you've got to let me know that I've got to go through the rigorous training regime and pack on some muscle to be a part of the Descendants franchise. I mean, check this out. Look, I need to pack on some muscle. What do you guys think? Hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Let me know by subscribing to this YouTube channel, this Descendants franchise. I hope it's going to last an eternity, and I want you guys to know that I'm going to do the absolute best that I can to ensure that this franchise lasts an eternity and lasts forever in all of your hearts, because I know that it's going to last forever and hold a special place in my heart for what feels like forever, honestly. It's really been an honor to be able to sit in front of this podcast microphone every single night and to talk about Descendants and zombies. So guys, let me know if you want me to be a part of the Descendants franchise. Let me know if you want me to get in shape for Descendants by hitting the like button. And we will do this again tomorrow. So with that having been said, be kind to one another. Spread your own message of kindness. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again tomorrow. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part and the spark in all of your lives. The voice of Descendants and Zombies. I love that so much.